Lavan Garti chulu inyan Vayishlach avuzayin pa'amim madgishto ad achiv chulu. The concept of, so he lived with Lavan, and we have the concept of that he bowed down 7 times until he reached his brother Esav. Mashetevas Vayishakeu nakud chulu ad vayivku chulu. Till the point where we have dots on Vayishlach that he kissed him until he cried. Now first we have to understand the source, the root of the concept of Lavan and Yaakov, and Parshas Vayetze. It's mentioned in the whole story in Parshas Vayetze. Tihini amru b'nei Lavan mikol asher la'avinu asas kol hakavod hazeh. That the sons of Lavan said that from all that was from our father, that's what he made all this honor from. Tainasam amitius haisa, they had a true complaint. Tichsiv kol hanikra b'shmi v'lichvodi b'rasiv yitzartiv chulu, that it says anything that's made for my name, for my honor, I created it, I formed it, and so forth. The biyad nafal b'shvira milifnei atzilus, that the worlds of B'yitzir Asiya, they fell down in the breaking of the vessels from before Atzilus, ki yadu, as is known. And that's the concept of everything that's from our fathers, that the Olam Hatikun is made from the Olam Hatohu. If Lavan or Esav are made from Olam Hatohu, we're taking Olam Hatohu and we're making our own thing with it. So that, but in this context, we're saying everything that's from our father, the Olam Hatohu, is the supernal whiteness. Misham nishtal shel Sibas Hashvira Bishim Sagchulu, that from there is gradated the breaking of the vessels from the name Sag and so forth. So that's where the Shvira is rooted. Umizeh asa Yaakov balatiku and Olam Hatzilus chulu, and from this Yaakov, the master of fixing of the world of Atzilus and so forth, Eskol hakavod hazeh, all the honor for Hashem, that for my honor I created it, I formed it, and so forth. That he used it for the tikkun of the olamos. Similar to the complaint of the shepherds of Gerar, by Yitzchak, they said the water belongs to us. Kial kol kavod, look what's brought in the Mamer, how on all honor, inyan memale kol almin, memale kol haaretz kvodo, va'ayeh makom kvodo. You have the different concepts of, so it says on all honor, chuppah, and you have a kavod of that fills all the of all the earth, and then you ask, where is this kavod? So is it filling the earth, or is it a place where you can't find it or know about it? So there's different kinds of kavod. Kavod tata. So you have the lower kind of kavod, bechinas malchus, which is the concept of malchus. Shemisham nimshach yesh ma'ayin shalamata yesh chulu. That the concept of the lower honor is where you draw down something from nothing. That below is the existence. Umekor v'shorish kavod zeh nilkach mekavod ilah. And the root and the source and root of this honor comes from the supernal honor, chokhmah v'keser, of wisdom and the crown. Shalzeh bikesh Moshe harini nas kevodecha chulu, that about that higher kavod, that's what Moshe asked. Show me, please, your honor. Shalamayla hayeh shalamata kolo chashiv, that which is above is the existence, and that which is below is incomparable. V'zeu perush hakavod shuhu yesh amiti. And that's the explanation of the honor, which is the true existence, the higher kavod. And that's why it says all that which is called in my name and my honor. Shmi hainu havaya, that my name, that's the Shem Havaya. V'lichvodi hu kavod havaya shu malchus, and my honor is the kavod of the havaya, which is the concept of malchus. And that's the concept of the union of the two concepts, that you should have blessing or drawing down the honor of Hashem from its place. That is, that we make the will of the place, that is to draw down the ratzon to the makom. Says you have to unite the two concepts, I guess, of the kavod ilah and kavod tata, or at least, yeah. Kamosh kazu b'rabos Parshas kisisa parsha memvav to perush kol hanikra b'shmi v'lechvodi, that it explains in Midrash Rabbah kisisa that what does it mean? Everything that's called in my name and my honor. Hainu kavod havaya, that is the honor of havaya. Misha oser tzono, that the one who does his will. I'm not sure how he's connecting Shem Havaya to Ratzon here. And through this, he created it, he formed it, he even made it. Shinikralo Av v'yotzer kin perusham. That he's called a father and like a craftsman. That's how it explains it there. That's called an Ikbishmi, that when you have the kavod havaya, you draw down the kavod havaya, then you have the next part of the pasuk, Barasi Vitzativ, you've made him into the father and the former, the one who forms. And that's the concept of Yaakov, who did this, who made all this honor. That he fixed the concept of Malchus from below to above. That through the purification that he purified from Lavan, the Klippas Noga, and got the sparks out of Klippas Noga. And he elevated the sheep that fell. In the breaking of the vessels. And like the concept that's explained by I will exalt you, my Elokah the king, that's elevating Malchus. That the explanation of this pasuk is that in order to get to the concept of Malchus, it's through the contractions and confinements, strictnesses, I guess Elokai. That's why it says Elokai HaMelech. Like it says, to make known to the sons of man his strictnesses, his strengths, and the honor of the splendor of his kingship, meaning to say the first you have the Gvuros, and then you have Kvod Malchus, Hadar Malchus, his kingship. And therefore you have to have the exalt you, Elokai, the king, L'Romim B'chinas HaMalchus, Al Derech Melech Yachid Chulu, to elevate and exalt the concept of Malchus, like the concept of a king who is alone. I guess to elevate the Malchus to Keser. Like Melech Yachid, meaning that he's the king who is as he is alone and exalted. And this is like the concept of uniting, interpolating the letters of Shem Adnai into Shem Havaya, that it's elevated into Shem Havaya. Mavur bebiro pasuk Shuva Yisrael. Again, the higher level here is Shem Havaya. And that is through the purification of the animalistic soul, through when it's pushed and flipped. So that elevates the Malchus, so to speak. And this is what Yaakov did through the purification of Lavan, in the Klippas Noga to elevate the sparks, and so too he drew down from above to below, from the concept of alone, to be Yachid Cheolami Melech, alone, the life of the world, the king, to draw down the exaltedness from above to below. Lavan ha'elyon, from the supernal whiteness, that's even higher than Akudim. Ak, and that's the concept of Adam Kadmon, is the supernal whiteness. And that's the concept that he made all this honor. So that seems to be higher than Tohu, perhaps. But it's anyway this very high source. That's what he made the kavod from. The kavod ilau, the true yesh above, so to speak. V'ayin b'zohar chilik beis truma kuf nun vav amud aleph al pasuk v'lichvodi b'rasiv shol derech hamavor kan. Abebial pasuk v'niktashti such b'nei Yisrael nisbar perush v'lichvodi b'rasiv v'inyan amshachas ha'keser l'malchus. And the beer that I sanctified inside of Bnei Israel, so that where it explains that for my honor I created, that's drawing down Keser to Malchus. So all here when he talks about the Shmo to Malchus, it's the concept of the Shem Havaya to Malchus, and somehow Shem Havaya corresponds with the concept of the higher kavod. But in other places, it explains like Fodi is referring to Keser. And that's also how you would explain Aromimcha as well. Because the crown of Malchus is drawn from Malchus of Arich. Again, from Keser to Malchus. Not like he explains here. Malchus Arichan Pin Shosham Atik, and the Malchus of Arich is drawn from Atik, Malchus to Ein Sof, which is also Malchus, the Malchus of Ein Sof. And if so, the explanation of for my honor I created it. So the concept then is to draw down from where is your place of honor from Keser, to have that which that honor that fills all the earth. So that's Malchus. To draw down from one kavod to the other. Look at the Mamer of Azinu, how the Ofanim, with great noise, they say Baruch Kavod Hashem. They say, draw down the honor of Hashem from its place. That is through an extra striving and strength. You're able to draw down from a higher place. I guess and so too in man the divine soul and the animalistic soul, that the divine soul is compared to the fiery angels above that stand. So too you have the candle of Havaya is the soul of man. I guess like silent flames. And so where the candle of Hashem is the soul of man, so that's a fire, so similar to the fiery angels. And the animalistic soul comes from the dregs of the wheels. And to this specifically, you draw down 100 blessings. Similar to how the Malachim the Ofanim say Baruch Kavod, to draw down the Kavod. Opposite the fiery angels who say Kadosh, so too you have the divine soul and the animalistic soul. And that's why it says, I created it, I formed it, I even made it. Because the fiery angels, they're from the world of Bria, the concept of thought. וכן שם שורש נפש אלוקis עלו במחשבה. So too, similarly, just like the fiery angels are from Bria, so too the root of the divine soul, as they came up in thought, as we compare Biat, the worlds of Bria to thought, speech, and action. So the world of Bria, I guess, is the concept of thought corresponding with Bria. And so when you want, to a certain extent, you'll explain Alu b'machshava as Olam HaBria, even though in other places Alu b'machshava is higher than that, in either in Chochmei Law, when referring to Chochmei Bina as Machshava V'Yovla, or even in Keser, before the Tzimtzum, and so forth. And the angels that are like animals, and the wheel-like angels, they correspond with Yitzir and Asiyah. And all these concepts you have in man as well. And that is the divine soul. Like the fiery angels. And the animalistic soul from the leftovers of the wheels. And you have another concept, the concept of the shadow, or the image of above, like it says, that man walks in the tzelem. And the tzelem is the concept of the intellectual soul, not the animalistic soul, that's this middle ground that unites the divine soul with the animalistic soul. It's like Yisrael, Saba, and Tfuna are coming into Zah. So you have these lower levels of the mochin above that attaches the midos to the mochin. So that's like the concept in between Bria and Asiyah, between the Surafim and the Ofanim. That's the concept of Yitzira, Shua Mechaber, Bria im Asiyah. Because in Nimshach Mebechinas, Kol HaNikra B'Shmi V'Lichvodi, and all of this is drawn from this concept of all that's called in my name and for my honor, Shekamo Shlios Baruch Kavod Havai Memekomo. That just like in order to draw down the honor of Hashem from his place, that's through the angels of the fiery angels, the animal-like angels, and the wheel-like angels. And I guess the concept of the chayos is like the nefesh hasichlius. That through this, that the fiery angels say kadosh, only afterwards you have the other angels, the ofanim and the chayos, sheshomim kadosh, that they hear this. Hey misnasim berash, so they are lifted up with a great noise. V'omrim baruch kavod havai memekom uchul, and say, blessed is the honor of Hashem from his place. Kamokin ba'adam, so too with man, in order to have the concept of called in my name and my honor. That's through that the Holy One, blessed be He, draws into him that I created you, I formed you, I even made you. That it's through this that a person can draw down, blessed is his honor, and so forth. Uba'adam bechinos elu yosem and malachim, and in a man, these concepts are more than with malachim alidei shehem be'asiyah gahagashmius. Through this, that we actually are in the olam hasiyah, the physical world, mash'en kim lamayla klum yitzhar hara yesh beinechem, which is not the case above. They don't have a yitzhar hara amongst them, kamo shekasav b'makom acher. And therefore, if we want to draw this down through Brasiv Yitzrativ Afasisiv, we're the ones who have the real Afasisiv. Perish Afasisiv. So what does it say? Why does it say, I even made you Afri boy? So Af implies a greatness or a greater quantity. Like it says, who counted the Afar Yaakov in Likutei Torah. So it says Misparas Rova Israel. It's talking about the number of Israel and how Afasisiv is marba that fourth level. And since Yaakov made that a concept of the honor from Nichse Lavan, Vegam Nikra Bishmi, he's also called in my name. Yaakov is called in my name. Who's that? That's Yaakov. Because he ruled over the concept of Elokim. And he called him Kel, the Eloka of Israel. That he was ruling over the Elokim. That's why it says by him that all who's called in my name I created, I formed, I even made. Like it says, your creator, Yaakov, and your former, the one who formed you, Yisrael. That Yaakov and Yisrael correspond with Bria and Yisira, Brasiv Yitzartiv. Ein mashikos mizeh sof dibura maskel habayim yashreish Yaakov yotzi sufarach Yisrael. V'af asisiv hainu mashalok acha bechora me'esav, and that I even made you, that this is that he took the firstbornship from Esav, shehu lashon asiyah, which is Esav is from the language of to make, k'mo shekosu b'rabos reish Parshas Shlach, Yaakov lakach mimenu b'chinazu, and Yaakov took from him this concept. So we have Lavan is Brasiv Yitzrativ and the concept of Esav is Afasisiv. That Esav is Mlashon Asiyah Kitzer Inyan Meikol Asher Lavin Asas Kol HaKavod Hazeh, the concept of from everything from our father. That's what he made this honor with. The Lukfud Div Brasiv, that to my honor I created him. Shitikin Bechinas Malchus and Nekrakvod Avaya, that she talking Bechinas Malchus and Nekrakvod Avaya, that in order to fix the concept of Malchus, that's called the honor of Hashem, Lamata Lamayla, from below to above, Ramim Chalukaya Melech, which is the idea of lifting up the Elokai the King, Al Derech Shilu Adnai Be'Avaya. It's like elevating an Adnai to Havaya, into Havaya, to Ali de Habirurim de Klippas Noga, to the purification of the sparks in Klippas Noga. It's Kvod Havaya. From above to below, in order to draw down the king from above, to be alone, and the life of the world. Shum shecha keser malchus, min malchus should be keser, min malchus dein sof, to draw down the crown of malchus from the malchus of the crown of keser, and malchus of ein sof, which is the second perush. The second way of explaining the covered above, or and similarly, the fiery angels say Kadosh, and afterwards you have the concept of the angels like the wheels with a great noise. That they say, blessed is the honor of Hashem from his place. So first you have the Srafim, and then you draw down the Kavod. And so to in man, the divine soul and the animalistic soul, this is what it says. Your creator Yaakov, and you're the one who formed you, Israel. Ad Kana Kitzur.